Cozy Nation, someone befit you, and welcome back to Transit Me, QP. Now, guys, on today's video, I have the confirmation and also see again joke speculator because we've been speculating a lot, especially me from my side. I've been speculating a lot what is going on, but starting with, before I give you the update on Asanele and also Uluk Batman, starting with the most anticipated player, the swinger, Monopole Saleng. Now guys, Monopole Saleng, njengoba maybe senzwile yesterday would know Umchita is or will currently be going to Orbit College, and it looks like he's just dealing with for them because at the end of the day, Mangizwa, according to reports and rumors, it's a done deal, and Orbit College is a team that just recently been promoted to Betway Premiership. Obviously, they're going to be playing here, so that is good for him. But at the end of the day, Joe Bangshilo, last when we talked about him, what Orlando Pirates wants to honor the contract of Monopole Saleng, which is something that is happening. Yes, he might not be playing with the rest of the team, but he's still contracted to the team, and obviously he's still going to get those minutes. Now, in terms of what is happening, I hope but we will wait and see as time goes on what is happening and what has been happening in terms of this guy, because you guys have been asking me for the longest time, my comments and everywhere, with no QP and what is going on with Saleng. Well, definitely, as you can see, and I'm sure you've already heard, Izolo would know Saleng, Orlando Pirates and Orbit College have agreed would know on we said that Orbit, but on a loan basis. We did no option to make sure today they extend, but as we'll see, definitely we'll see. And Saleng is a great player. He's a very fantastic player, skillful, everything that we need so far. Yes, Umfundo is there, but obviously he still needs a bit of time because they did not, yesterday when we watched the game, he did not give me, what I wanted from him or what I was expecting from him as a winger that he is, because we do know what he's capable of. I just wish he can adjust and be sure to give us, the best of the best. But anyways, it's fine, guys. Moving on. Let's talk about Asanele, Velabai, and also Uluk Batman. Now, there was a video live stream. Again, we were here, we were talking, and then is loan Velabai lona nomangatiwan, and then you guys said no, that's not Lady Hlongwana, which obviously I was like, oh, okay, thank you guys for showing me. And then Nangbo News would know definitely he is, Lady Hlongwana. And yesterday I think we've gotten to see all of the players that are there in Netherlands who managed to play the games, Team A and Team B. I believe we saw almost every player, playing on that tournament, except for Abolilepo number 1 to 2, but those players, the ones that did not, play. So, looking at something that we need to, talk about quickly before joining Ngenazisa more in terms of Asanele Velabai and also Uluk Batman. Mtuduzi Shabalala said something in terms of yesterday's game. He said, no, so far, so good. All players are fighting for the position in the first team. It's fiery, but healthy competition. However, with regard to training matches in the Netherlands, we are here to learn. It's not so much about the results. We need to take all those learning experiences with us back to South Africa for sure. We will compete in our training matches, but more importantly, we need to get better as a team. That's our objective, which is true. Definitely they need to improve in terms of how they're playing and everything. They need to adjust. So I'm happy they are learning, they're taking it as a learning curve, but at the end of the day also for them to work importantly, to have the good relationship and to learn from their mistakes. They need to make them in order to learn from those mistakes. But anyways, moving on, guys, please do not forget to like the video. It's very important. Now we move to Uvelebai, Uluk Batman. Now the report currently, and Jean Banjik Kaizer Chiefs have signed, both those players, which for me have not yet been confirmed. I can't confirm it, but definitely there's something that was happening, which being just as we keep on space, releasing all of those notes and everything. So far, Abachita 2-0. Currently, both Joe Babasainiwe, both of them bakhona la Mzansi, and they are training, alone, separately. They're training alone, obviously, because they are waiting. Yakumbula, that thing we talked about, the clearance, because at the end of the day, they need the clearance so that they can be able to, to be allowed to move freely, which is something that I feel like they did not get. Kaizer Chiefs just jumped on the opportunity. So Liam Ben, also naye Selimpompo, currently is training with Tamazulu FC, and at some point I think 200 he was spotted, but anyways it's fine. So both Luke Batman and also Asanele Villabai, which I believe those are incredible players. Kaizer Chiefs man should stop, whenever they're looking for a player, they should stop worrying about in and nan and just sign that player, because at the end of the day, you look at those two players, those young players, they are definitely quality, and they're right. I think for me, they are the right material for Kaizer Chiefs. You look at Batman, you can see, he is a skillful centre forward. He's a quality striker. I don't know go wing, but looking at him, Vetu, as young as he is, he's exceptional and marvelous to watch, and is someone that can help the team a lot. Because yesterday I noticed that Tina, we are mostly struggling with the players who can't keep the ball, and we need skillful players who can be able to manage and keep the ball, and also be able to have that killer instinct when it comes to the final third, which it's something that it's still lacking, but so far the young players, especially Mduduzi Shabalala, Nkosi Mpila Ngcobo, Yomfundo Vilakazi, all of those young players so far, even Aiden McCarthy, guys, as much as Jane Khalile Ngoti, his speed sakhe, I think he needs to be a bit quicker on the decision making, but other than that, he's a quality you can see, and if we do not get to see him getting game time. But anyways, now you can see with Abachita, they're doing wonderful, and I'm happy about what they're doing. So Connor, this young striker, I'm imagining him playing that, because you look at Morris, you look at Silva, you look at Ashley Dupreez. Those are senior players. They are old, and those guys are the ones who are supposed to help guide, Abowandile Duba, Luke Batman, Maga arrive. But at the end of the day, you look at what is happening, and you look at the true reflection of the situation. You can see Wandile Duba is the only player as a center forward who's holding the reins. I'm still not convinced, with Abu Morris. Obviously Falvo Silva is still going to give him some chance. Maybe he will find himself. But you look at, there was this signing of Umakabi Lilepo on his first game. When he arrived, he showed much more. He showed Umchita, despite me as Nesaitin Lami, I was doubting the guy. I was like, hey, Bafit, I'm Umchita. But at the end of the day, he performed. For me, I think he performed. He gave good results, proper results. Now ngenzile wafethi kuma comments, someone asked me ukuthi QP and ngakhulumi ngabo Solomons nabo Bruce Vuma. Guys, I can't talk about the same thing over and over again. Ngasho ngathi Bruce Vuma uyatatazela. That is something that we've seen a lot of the times. Solomons, he's too quick. He's too aggressive, too quick. It doesn't make any sense. So yesterday I did not even want to touch on them, because already it's something that we know of, and they're still going to do it. At the end of the day, there are some of the players bashawe bench, bashawe bench, because at the end of the day they're not giving us anything. For me, I would have loved to see, or I still will love to see Ntwari. Maybe they will play Ntwari and also play Umulefe, because so far I believe Umulefe, there must be something, guys. I don't know why, but there must be something that is promising. Goalkeeper. At the end of the day, we have the best goalkeeper in Ubontle Mulefe. You will never know. You might not man. This guy is our next 2 million kuna, but obviously it will all depend on the time and what is going to happen. But so far, Asaz. But anyways, guys, 2-0 Velabai, no Luke Batman have been signed by Kaizer Chiefs. The only problem is the clearance, and without the clearance, it's a problem. We will not be able to use those players even though we have signed them. So hopefully the team can do just so. And the reason I'm doing this video is to tell you guys with Nobachita corner, as the new signings, they are training by themselves, not with the rest of the team or anything, but they are training by themselves, because at the end of the day, we are still waiting and hoping with our lawyers can get them those much needed clearances so that they can be able to join the team, because we are still there. So we are in 19, if I'm not mistaken, so we are still there. They can fix their visas and everything, but join the team in Netherlands. Obviously, we've heard about Abuma Chisafi and Khalil Ben Youssef. What you know, they did not join because there's a contract, but according to other sources, other rumors, there's a problem with Ama visa wabo, so that's why they could not make it to in Netherlands. But with due time, if everything is sorted, then definitely they will be joining them. But as guys, we will see as time goes on. For me, I believe this is it, guys. Please do not forget to like the video. That's very important, very much needed. And yeah, I'm later on with something new if ever I do have some